All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Retro Jersey podcast. We are trying to get this StreamYard thing up and running the right way. I'm trying to figure out if my mic's working because it said it was when I entered the studio, and I got the new headphone mic, so we'll see. We got a jam-packed show for you. We'll I promise you, at the beginning of the year, we'll be back on schedule, putting the guests back on uh back on the show. I've got them lined up and they're ready to go. But having said that, let's get started into why we're here today. It's no secret. Excuse me. It's no secret that if unless you've been living under a rock for the past uh going on 2 weeks now, uh my man, the coach from Michigan, Sheronne Moore, has been fired for, I want to say, lewd and lascivious acts, but it was pretty much consensual because they saying he had Plan B pills delivered to his room. He was sleeping with a staffer over his beautiful wife and his beautiful kids. I seen his wife and kids. A beautiful, 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 beautiful family. Uh, he left Jim Harbaugh, who he uh, who preceded him uh, in being the coach of Michigan, who he preceded to being the coach of Michigan. I'll get it right in a minute. Uh, was left and went to the NFL on mysterious circumstances, but I don't think it had nothing to do with what Coach Moore had going on. That was a him thing. He did that on his own, uh, and for all intents and purposes, I wish him the best. But we got to get into this, so let's get into this. Uh, Coach Moore, he successed Coach Harbaugh in taking over the reins at with the Michigan Wolverines, which is one of my favorite schools. And you got to think about it, buddy. You are you have a legend. You have legends to follow. You know, I mean, the you I, the Brady Hawk guy wasn't the best. Then he went and got Jim Harbaugh from Stanford, and not to mention the coach of all coaches, Bo Schembechler. You're messing up. You're messing up a chain of greatness with that, and it's a double whammy to me because you also you're also a black man in a sport or in a PWI that usually does not handle or have black head coaches. You're the first. And I can't remember the details of your contract. I think it was like 14 million to 16.1 million dollars or something like that in those numbers. And the the African American community or the FBA community is is upset with you because in their terms, in the kids' terms, you fumbled the bag. You fumbled the bag. In my terms, you messed up a lot of damn money, bro. You messed up a lot of money. I go on up and down these apps like YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and all of these apps saying you should have stayed on this side of the fence. Look, I was just telling somebody this the other day. Your soulmate, your soulmate may not be your color. Your soulmate may not be your color. So We're gonna rule that out. We're gonna rule that out of the way. But I'm gonna say this though. I will say this. It probably would have cost you less to deal with this type of situation. You probably wouldn't have been out of pocket as much had you went and got a sister that that's not from this country, somebody you don't have to deal with on that type of level. If you were gonna fool around, buy her a couple of gifts. They may be a little bit expensive, but it's not gonna cost you your career, and it's not gonna cost you all of this public judgment. Crowd of public opinion is, I mean, the court of public opinion is the worst. When that's out there on you, brother, you're pretty much done. Uh, what I also want to talk about when it comes to this is I seen a couple of celebrities going back and forth beefing with these people, beefing about this. I see Luke from the Two Live Crew going back at Ryan Clark, discussing, I mean, how he is making saying Ryan Clark is making it hard. This is what Luke's saying. Ryan Clark is making it hard on black coaches for talking about him in this manner. I we'll get into that because I'm so anxious to talk about this. It's ridiculous. But Ryan Clark said you don't get a chance. He messed it up for a lot of more black coaches and stuff like that, and to get that position. And I'm gonna hold judgment on that until I get to what Luke was talking about. So Luke from the Two Live Crew, and I asked him to come on the show and kind of clarify what he was saying. So hopefully we'll get him on here. Uh, he was saying all that stupid stuff that Ryan Clark was saying on ESPN about what is going on with Sheronne Moore is is stupid because you're fueling the fire to not allow these colleges to hire foundational black Americans as coaches. And he also goes on to say when they hear that, they automatically be like, okay, see, their own kind is telling us not to do this. Well, I give Luke about 3%. I'll put that in about a 3% truth rate, but the other 97%, I'm going to agree with Ryan Clark because, first and foremost, he put this out in the world for people to see. Sheronne Moore put this out in the world for people to see. It's not like it's not national news. It's not like it's not national news. Everybody see it. You know we can see you, right? You know we can see you. So I don't get what Luke is talking about. I understand I really don't understand the argument, but I get what he's trying to do. But I don't understand the argument at all. I don't. Now there are these rumors coming out that this guy's been to Diddy parties, and he's also was arrested for a home invasion, going to put a knife up to the neck of the woman that he allegedly got pregnant. Going to home invade, breaking into her house, and doing all of these things that make him look as guilty as what it was. I don't know about the Diddy party situation. I'm not going to speak on that. That's something I just don't believe. I don't believe that. I honestly don't. Um, and I don't like to speak on people's uh, intimate affairs. I don't like to speak on people's intimate affairs at all. So we'll move on from that because I simply don't agree with that. I think he's been released though on a $25,000 bond. I think he's been released, and like I said, whatever it is, the DoorDash person that snitched on him about bringing Plan B pills to his office. Why is his packages not covered? Is my question. Why is his packages not covered? And why did this DoorDash or Amazon driver or whoever it was, I don't know, felt it was okay that he needed to run and tell people about somebody else's business. This is why you need to keep your business to yourself. Y'all are retiring these people early, but you won't spend enough money on your family, your nieces and nephews and younger cousins, but you want to retire somebody by force after they make you pay them back. That's Shannon Sharp. That's Shannon Sharp about it. We wish you the best, and we hope that you're able to get a job somewhere else, somewhere soon. Moving on to other things, we got to talk about uh, this dude. What's his name? Rich Paul. I honestly think this dude has got to be one of the most stupidest basketball minds of all time because there's simply no way that you think the way you do. Did you see the argument or the podcast he had or the show he had with Max Kellerman saying that uh, Austin Reeves should be coming off the bench as the equivalent of what Manu Ginobili did for the San Antonio Spurs, and he also is not calling Michael. Not, excuse me. He's also saying the Los Angeles Lakers is not a championship team. Now, listen, dude, your stupidity. I don't care what type of agent. I'm an aspiring sports agent myself. I don't care what type of sports agent degree you got, but you're stupid. You sir, you're stupid. A team that's won 18 NBA championships, between 17 and 18 NBA championships, and you're saying they're not a championship franchise, but you also go on to say Oklahoma City wrecked my train of thought. That Oklahoma City Thunder is a championship franchise after just winning one NBA championship. Now I'll say this: they have a championship atmosphere. They have a championship level atmosphere, but the Los Angeles Lakers is historically great. It is historically a championship franchise. I don't get when I tell you I don't like talking to people under the age of 38 to 40 People under the age of 38, I don't want to talk to y'all because y'all don't know nothing about sports. Y'all know nothing about sports at all. And this dude has the nerve to say Austin Reeves, who is the number 8 scorer in the NBA, needs to come off the bench. It's true. San Antonio Spurs is a championship organization. But as far as them being as great as the LA Lakers, it won't happen. They don't win without Tim Duncan. They don't win without Tim Duncan. Lakers have had many and plenty greats over there. We had Kobe, we had Shaq, Magic, Worthy, Kareem. Should I keep going? Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, and you named Oklahoma City Thunder as a championship franchise. Damn, bro, you stupid. You are stupid. They have a championship atmosphere brewing over there. You also mentioned Miami Heat as a championship franchise. Barely. Barely. They're barely a championship franchise. The Celtics, they're a championship franchise. But bro, you need to stop talking because the more and more you talk, the sillier you get. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I keep telling y'all this dude LeBron, and no disrespect to him because I would want him on my show one day, is sending these shots through this dude at Austin Reeves. I don't care what people say. He's sending these shots through this dude at Austin Reeves. Do you realize since he's been back, the defense, the defensive intensity has dropped dramatically. They score 118 points a game, but give up 116. Like, did you see what happened last night without Austin Reeves when they were up 20 in the fourth quarter and ended up winning by 2? Because this dude don't like to play defense no more. He does the chase down block, but that's it. If you want to go, if you want to get further into it, he does the chase down block. But be honest, I think Kobe started that chase down block. I seen Kobe doing that before LeBron came in the league. If you're just tuning in, come on in and hit the like button, and hit the subscribe button. I just think this is stupid. He wanting Austin Reeves to come off the bench because the irrelevancy is starting to show. They're not paying him any attention anymore. When we score 118 points a game, but give up 116, it's starting to show a little bit. We'll move on though. Other topic I want to get into, and I am tired of this weak debate. I really am. I'm tired of this weak debate. I want to talk about how stupid this Jordan versus. I want to talk about how stupid this Jordan versus uh, LeBron debate is because it's the stupidest thing I think I've ever heard. I really do. I really think it's the most stupidest argument that we could have. Excuse me, because stupid stuff make my head hurt. Stupid stuff makes my head hurt. You guys are study trying to make an argument that LeBron is a better player than Michael Jordan. Please help me understand why you think this. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this. Please help me understand why you think this. Let's go. If you're going by stats, fine. He's the stat greatest of all time, but he's also not wanting to leave the game due to that fact. So he can put it out of reach for people like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant and people like that. That's fine. I have no argument or no gripe there. But this guy is not the greatest of all time. And I'm going to break it down for you so silly creatures like you can understand. Let's do this. 100 points is an A in school, right? That's a A plus in school, a straight A. 100 points is an A. Now, what's what's going to destroy y'all guys' argument about this is we're going to use the grading metric to end this stupid argument. LeBron has went to 10 championships, to 10 NBA finals. This is the final exam, the NBA finals exam. Okay, let's go with that. He's went and he's won 4 of them. And I'll be honest with you, I think to me it's 3 because I really don't count the bubble championship, but it's on his record, so we'll give it to him. 4 titles out of 10 tries. If you score 40 points on your report card or your final exam, and what grading metric or what grading system is that not an F? How is that not an F? That's a failure. That's a failure. I mean, I'm not calling him a failure, but that's a failure. Now, let's go over to Mike. He's been to the final 6 times. He's been to the final 6 times. Less than LeBron. Less than LeBron. Every exam that Jordan has taken, he passed with 100% A. He's 6-0 in the finals. Six and 0 in the finals. That's an A. Let's do this. And I'm going to throw Kobe in there. Kobe would have a C average in the finals. Kobe has a C average in the finals. He's been to the finals 7 times, won 5. So let's stop with this stupid stuff. 100%, 70%, 40%. Only one of them is a failing grade. Only one of them is a failing grade, and that's LeBron. Who else doesn't think that's true? I don't know what to tell you. You're a shortcut shorty, and I can't talk sense into people that don't have common sense. It's just a common sense thing, man. Let's stop with this stupid stuff. Microstatin every damn thing Jordan and LeBron, before he was the age of 25, he did this. And before he was the age of this and that's stupid. That's microstatin. And that shows me that you're a shortcut shorty. And I can't talk sports with y'all. It's stupid. And if you want to give my top 10, if you want me to give you my top 10, I'll be more than happy to do that. My top 10, I got Jordan number 1, Kobe number 2, Larry Bird number 3, Magic Johnson number 4, and I have Shaq number 5. Now for my bottom 5, I got Kareem, Duncan, Elijah Wan, Bill Russell, and Steph Curry. In no right world is Wilt Chamberlain and LeBron supposed to be in a championship argument when it comes to titles. Wilt Chamberlain went to the finals 5 times. Most dominant player in NBA history, according to their logic. He went to the finals 5 times. Lost. He lost to. What did he lose? What was that he lost? 2 and 5 in the finals. So he lost 3. Most dominant player in NBA history only got to the finals in the 60 with that least amount of teams, averaging 50 points a game. Man, you can't make a case for him. You cannot make a case for Wilt Chamberlain. And I love Wilt Chamberlain. Trust me, I tell you, that's my boy. But can't make a case for him or LeBron. Both of them have Fs in the finals. So they can't be in the final. They can't be in this greatest of all time conversation. I hate saying that GOAT word. Only LL Cool J gets to call himself the GOAT to me. But that's it. That's what I would that's how I look at it, bro. And anybody that wants to come and debate, I'm here every day. So whenever you want to get it ready, you want to get it popping, let's go. I got to do a couple of things that happened on this day in sports. The great Ernie Davis birthday is today, or it was yesterday. I'm sorry. First African American to win the Heisman Trophy. He got drafted by the Redskins in '62, I think it was. It got traded to the Cleveland Browns. That would have been scary as heck. Him and Jim Brown over there with the Cleveland Browns, but we didn't get a chance to see it go through because he passed of leukemia at 23. I didn't even realize he was that young. But happy birthday, great king. We miss you. On this day in history, in 1988, the Miami Heat win their first ever basketball game against the Clippers, 89-88. That was crazy, bro. I remember that night when it happened. They won that game after losing 17 straight. I remember when they had people like Ronnie Cycli, Rory Sparrow, Sherman Douglas, and all of these guys, those I think Ronnie Cycli got traded. He started out with the Heat. So yeah. I remember he was at Syracuse. So he don't get a lot of props. Ronnie Cycli don't get a lot of props and respect as a as an NBA great, but Ronnie Cycli had Dirk Nowitzki moves, and people don't talk about Ronnie Cycli, and I don't understand why. Also, the Heisman Trophy award was given out this weekend, and I want to go in back in history a little bit and talk about a few people that won it uh, back then. Desmond Howard won it on this day back in 1991. It was the 57th campaign, and my man Joe Burrow also won it on this day back in history back then. Uh, a lot of people. I mean, of course, my favorite Charlie Ward, Chris Winkie. You know, I'm a Florida State fan, so I got to throw my boys in there. Peter Ward should have won it. Warwick Dunn should have won it. Casey Weldon should have won it. Marvin Jones should have won it. Yeah, they kept us out of it. They kept us out of that thing. Also, this past weekend, my man from Indiana won it. Fernando Mendoza. Congratulations, young brother. You are a part of the fraternity now. With that being said, we'll get on out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in and for coming to the channel. Anytime you guys want to chop it up, I'll be here. I'll be here anytime you get ready. This has been the Retro Jersey Podcast.